Woohoo! Huh? Ah! Hey guys, this is Jim and welcome to ObsTrophies version 1.6.0 for Minecraft 1.7.10. Okay, whole bunch of new trophies today guys, new features for your trophies, so much goodies. It's been a while since I've done a release, so I thought I'd better give you lots and lots to play with. So let's take a look at some of the new trophies. The Aether. The Aether is a dimension mod that adds a whole lot of mobs and dimensions and bosses and plenty of goodies for us to collect. So now you can also collect Aether II trophies. So this is for the Aether II for Minecraft 1.7.10. Ooh, he's all flashy. So you can get trophies for every mob except for mowers, which are the birds that you tame here, and except for slider. But everything else you can now get trophies for. You'll need two swords, the special and the super sword, the tier 1, tier 2. The special sword here is this one, which is the Cumulo Cutlass. So this one is about 30% chance, all the same stats as all the other swords for other mobs. And the stratospheric one, that's the good one. So that one's the slightly more expensive, and you will need Aether items to be able to craft them. So now you can have trophies for Aether II. Okay, Abyssalcraft. Now, Abyssalcraft, this is one of the dimensions added by Abyssalcraft. It adds 3 new dimensions, and this one's quite dark, as you can see. Well, dark ground and very bright sky, so a little bit hard to see in here, so we'll duck back into the overworld and I'll show you some of the trophies. Okay, Abyssalcraft. Now, Abyssalcraft adds the dimensions, that one we just saw. It adds a whole lot of biomes, and it adds a whole lot of mobs and bosses as well. So now you can get trophies for pretty much every mob and every boss as well. So I think I managed to keep all the bosses in too. So you need to get 2 special swords. There's this one and this one. So the lower tier one here is the Cataclysmic Sword. So this one takes items you can get in the overworld, so you might have to visit a few of the Abyssalcraft biomes, but you should be able to get all the items for that in the overworld. But the higher tier one, the Devourer, this guy, you have to go to the Dreadlands to be able to make this one, so it's the higher tier one. So now you can have trophies for Abyssalcraft. Okay, next up are Mowzies Mobs. Now these guys spawn in the overworld at various places. The Ferrous Wrought spawns in a structure as well, and you have to try and fight him. So there are now trophies for all the Barracoa guys and the Ferrous Wrought. No trophies for the Foliath. I couldn't get those guys to work as trophies. So Mowzies Mobs adds only a few mobs, but they're very, very, very cool, like these guys. Ah, they're awesome. I love them. I can't believe it took me this long to add trophies. Yes, indeed. So you can get trophies of all these guys now. Ah, very cool. You'll have to use the existing lightning. Shush, guys, keep it down. You'll need the existing lightning and weeping sword made from vanilla crafting ingredients to get these guys. Ah, they're cool. Okay, exotic birds. I've turned down the Mowzies guys there, they're just wandering around. Exotic birds adds a whole bunch of birds to the game, and they really sort of liven up your world. They're really cool to have flying around and things, and now you can make trophies of them, which seems a bit cruel, doesn't it, when they're birds, but so it's got some very cool birds there. You use the lightning and the weeping sword to increase your chances of getting these trophies as well. Okay, and there's a new way for you to display your trophies as well now. So you see this guy is kind of on a stand there, and this guy is not. So if you take a vanilla oakwood slab, so you need a vanilla oak one, it has to be an oakwood slab, you can just right click your trophy with it like so, and then he's going to be standing on the trophy. Now I'm in survival mode. This doesn't get consumed when you place it on under the trophy there and you put a stand on it. But that's, you know, wood's all nice and that's all good and everything, but it doesn't really look very nice, does it? So if you've just put a stand on your trophy, you can then take pretty much any block and right click it, and it'll turn the stand into the color or the texture of the block. So you can use pretty much any block. There's a little check done before you apply it on the block to say if it can use it, but pretty much most blocks, maybe transparent ones can't, or so like glass and leaves you won't be able to use those, but majority of blocks you will. And as you can see, these Mowzies guys, they're a little bit jittery. I'm not quite sure what's causing that. I haven't been able to work around it as yet, but it just happens with the Barracoa guys here, as you can see. So yeah, you might notice that as well as you're playing with them. They're a bit, yeah, not sure what I can do about that. And you can put the stands on also on all your existing trophies as well. So you can pretty much use any block. Look, oh, there, iron ore. Whoop, whoop. And it can be modded blocks, as you can see here. We've used some of the Aether stuff there, a Twilight Forest one as well. So a new way for you to display your trophies if you think you think there's a good stand that'll suit it. So yeah. Now, if you decide you don't like the stand, you don't think the block color quite works, then you can just break your trophy like that, and then place him down again. So when he gets dropped, he doesn't have the stand details there. And the exotic birds, I'm not sure why the translation's not working properly there. I'll have to look into that, but I won't hold up the release because of it. So yeah, so you can just break it, put it down again, and then either put a stand on it if you want to and try a different block, or not. So yeah, just break it to get rid of the stand. Alright, very good. And that's it for this version of ObsTrophies. So plenty of new trophies, new features for you to play with, guys. Hope you enjoy it, and we'll see you next time.